the story of Philip Danforth Armour. Phil Armour was born in 1832 on a farm near Stockbridge, New York, and started his long and successful career by walking all the way to California in 1851. For 6 months, he dodged Indians, starved, went through untold hardships to land finally in the California mining camp with a single companion. Broke, hungry, but determined.
You can do whatever you like, Mort, but I'm going to work building sluice boxes for the mine.
Build sluice boxes? Why, Phil Armour, I thought we were going to take up a claim. Well, we're liable to strike it rich any minute.
Building sluices is just plain work, I admit. There's no romance or adventure in it, but it's dependable in the long run. Fellow knows just how much he's earned at the end of the day. A $5 gold piece in the pocket is better than $50 in the ground. I'm building sluice boxes.
Hey, young fella.
Yeah?
Did I hear you say you're building sluices?
You sure did, mister.
All right. I'm looking for somebody to build 10 of them up at my place in the hills. I'm paying $5 a day, or $10 a night, if you get them done in a hurry. Want a job?
I sure do, and I'm ready to start right now.
Toss your grip in the back of the wagon and climb on there.
Well, so long, Mort. I hope you locate your gold strike. Good luck to you.
So long, Phil.
Get up, you Tim. Betsy. Well, there she is, son. The Flatfoot Mine. Best little gold mine in California.
Gee, are all those men working for you, Mr. Taylor?
Yep. About half of them's miners, the rest guards.
Guards? What for? There aren't any Indians up in these hills.
It ain't Indians we're guarding against. Hijackers. Country's full of them. There goes the supper bell, Phil. Hungry?
Hungry? Like a she-wolf with a litter of pups.
Come and get it, 2 cold hogs. Throw it out.
Well, you can eat and turn in as soon as you like. You can start on them sluices in the morning.
Hey, if you don't mind, Mr. Taylor, I'd just as soon start on them right after supper. That $10 a night looks good to me.
Well, suit yourself, son. Oh, now. All right, Phil. Here we are. Pile out. Leave your bag in the wagon. The cook will take care of it.
All right, Mr. Taylor.
Hey, Slim. Come take care of this team. Unload the grub at the cook shack first.
All right.
Come on, Armour.
Say what's coming in town, boss.
Boys, this is Phil Armour. He's going to build some sluice boxes for number 4 and 5 claims.
Hiya, boys.
Sit down, son. Dig in.
Right.
Just in time, feller. Hey, boss. We're having the hijacker trouble again.
Yeah? How so?
Pretty sorry to call the fellows prowling around number 2 last night. I guess I missed them, though, in the dark.
Hey, a fella can't even go to town for supplies without getting stole blind. Boys, it's open season on anybody causing our claims after dark.
Wait a minute, Mr. Taylor. I'll be working at night. Somebody might take me for a hijacker.
Just a minute, boys. Just a minute. Phil here will be working on them sluice boxes at night. Don't mistake him for one of them gold bugs. Spanish, you're helping him.
Bueno, Petron. We will be as careful as a mice.
Put a couple of more chunks on that fire, Spanish.
Sí, sí.
A lot of hijacking going on up here, eh, Spanish?
Ay, mucho. These bandidos steal these gold dust from sluice box most every night sometime, maybe.
Well, don't the guards ever catch them at it?
Abris, they play poker in the bunkhouse every time. I think they are hijackers herself.
Her? A woman?
No. These guards.
Oh. Say, maybe it is at that. Got all the chances in the world. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if you... Hey, hear that? Somebody's up there on the hill at the sluice boxes.
Yeah, the guards here. She's messed around.
Maybe so and maybe not, but I'm going up and have a look. Keep on hammering and making noise. I'll slip around the back way in the dark.
Si, senor.
How about it, Buck? Did you find anything?
Yeah, some handful of nuggets anyway. Too dark to tell much.
Where's that new fellow the boss brought up? I don't see him. Spanish is down there working on them new boxes.
Don't worry about him. That young short horse.
Hey! Well, what's that? Hey, Buck! What's the matter with you? Hey, what happened, Buck? I thought I... Hey, you ain't Buck. Oh, the fella Taylor brought up, huh? Stand still or I'll blow your top off. This gun's gonna hit, you know? Spanish! Spanish, get the guard! Get Mr. Taylor! I got a couple of hijackers!
What's going on?
What's going on? This way, Taylor! Lane 4 on the hill!
What have you got, son?
Hijackers. Got them stealing gold out of the sluices. They're supposed to be your men.
All right. Take them away, boys. Armour, you've done a good job. I'm going to double your pay.
5 years later, young Armour returned east with several $1,000s accumulated by building sluices for California miners. With this capital as a nucleus, he entered the meatpacking business and organized the firm of Armour Company, which later became famous throughout the entire world. The next time we meet Phil Armour is to find him with several of his business associates gathered in his office. They're discussing a new phase in the meatpacking industry.
Now, gentlemen, this new refrigerator car, which has just been perfected, is going to systematize the marketing of fresh meat.
Well, those ice cars practical, Phil.
They are, Dick. The refrigerator car is the open sesame to tremendous business possibility.
How do you figure that?
Simply because it's a link between the meat-producing sections of the West with the meat-consuming centers of the East.
Yes, you're right, Phil. Up to date, there's never been an adequate supply of fresh beef in the East. Such Western beef as reaches the East comes on the hoof in stock cars.
That's exactly it, Tom. Moving cattle from the West, where production costs are low, to the East, where grazing lands don't exist, entails transportation that's poor and costly. The ice car offers a way to get fresh beef to the East even in summertime.
Well, what are we going to do about it?
Now, I'll show you. Henderson.
Yes, sir?
Mr. Weber of the Southern Pacific arrived?
Yes, he has.
Have him come in, please.
This way, Mr. Weber.
Thank you. Yeah, come in, Weber. Come in and sit down.
Thank you.
Now, how about the Southern Pacific building those refrigerator cars? You taken it up with them as I suggested at our last meeting?
I have, Mr. Armour, and I'm sorry to have to report that they aren't particularly interested in the idea.
What? The fools. Can't they see what it'll mean to them in the way of rate increases on freight? Oh, well, I suppose not. You railroaders aren't particularly far-sighted.
I'm really sorry, Mr. Armour. Personally, I think the idea is good, but I'm not the Southern Pacific.
Well, go on back and keep ding-donging at them. Try to talk those old fogies into seeing the light.
I'll do my best, Mr. Armour. Good day.
Good day.
Well, I suppose now we'll continue to ship our beef in on the hoof.
Only until we have our own fleet of refrigerator cars. The railroads can't stop me, boys. We'll build our own fleet of cars. And we're starting right now.
With the advent of Armour's new refrigerator cars, his business expanded rapidly in all directions. Armour was the first to utilize the waste material of slaughtered animals. Instead of paying to have it carted away, he developed a line of byproducts, which today is of tremendous economic importance to the world. That Phil Armour was quick to judge and quick to act is demonstrated by one of his most spectacular triumphs, that of breaking the attempted wheat corner in 1893. At that time, he was handling a grain business as a sideline to the meatpacking industry.
Henderson.
Yes, sir?
Ask my brother H.O. to step in, will you, please?
Once, Mr. Armour.
Well, what have you got up your sleeve now, Phil? You've been wandering around the plant with your head in the clouds for several days.
You just wait till H.O. comes in, and I'll tell you. I'm going to have some fun with the grain operators in this town.
What's on your mind, Phil?
Listen, you two. The grain operators have combined and bought up all the cash grain in Chicago and refused to move it. They've got a corner on wheat. Or will have if somebody doesn't force them to unload.
What are you getting at, Phil?
If we buy up all the country grain we can and sell the Chicago May future against it, we break the combine's wheat corner and make a neat profit doing it.
How so?
Well, due to the recent panic, cash grain in the northwestern centers is selling at big discounts under the Chicago May future.
Oh, I begin to understand. You want to buy northwestern wheat, huh?
I've already bought several million bushels. It'll be a long, well, any time now. Perhaps 30 days.
But great Scott, Phil, where are you going to store it? These robbers have taken every grain elevator in the city.
Yeah, that's right, Phil. We'll have train loads and shiploads of wheat on every siding and every dock with no place to store it. And the law says that grain must be kept in registered elevators. We're building our own elevator, by heaven. One that'll hold every grain of that wheat. And I'll hold that grain till the combine yells uncle. You're something of a builder, H.O. You take care of it for me, will you?
It'll take 6 months to build such an elevator, Phil. And your wheat will
6
be...
months, nothing. Now, Henderson, get Harry Brown on the phone of Brown Greenley Contractors.
Yes, sir.
I'll show you something. I'm going to make those boys sit up and take notice. I'm going to bust up this
Brown on the phone, Mr. Armour.
Thank you. Brown? Yeah, Phil Armour speaking. Listen, Brown, you fellas are supposed to be contractors. Well, I want a 3 million bushel grain elevator built on our property, and I want it started by 5 o'clock today. It's got to be ready to take grain in 30 days. What do you mean it can't be done under 3 months? I'll give you 45 days. If it's ready, I'll pay you double. If it isn't, I'll pay you nothing. Hello? Hello, Brown. Hello? Well, H.O., it looks as if I'm going to have to pay double.
The elevator was completed and receiving grain in exactly 42 days, and the combine was defeated. Philip Armour gave over $5 million to various charities. When he died in 1901, he left the business doing $180 million a year, which by 1918 had increased to $860 million, employing over 57,000 men. His name will be known for all time in the history of the nation's development. Philip Danforth Armour, Captain of Industry.